Disney and Paramount, they were the last two panels that came out I think yesterday. Disney, Doomsday trailer reactions. I believe the trailer came out. Well, they showed the trailer at CinemaCon.
They showed the trailer at CinemaCon and it has not been released publicly yet.
Not been released publicly. I saw someone tweet out they were just shook.
Yeah.
They were shook. And I can't. I need to keep my expectations low, deal, because I don't want expectations to ruin this movie. But people are losing their mind over it. The media members that were there, they were loving it.
Yeah,
they were loving it. So, is the hype getting bigger for you, or are you just like you've been already jacked to 10 when you heard Doomsday's coming?
I have been so hyped for this movie ever since we saw the first footage of it with those like mini teasers, those 4 mini teasers they released. Shug and I did trailer reactions to those, so you can check those out on the channel too. I am fascinated by this Downey as Dr. Doom thing. There's a lot of theories out there about why it has to be Downey to play Doom, and my favorite of them is the adoption theory. That in whatever universe, 616, I think, is the main Marvel universe, Tony Stark in the comics is actually adopted. So the thought is that in the Marvel 616 universe, they adopted Tony Stark from a country that we know is Sokovia, but was actually supposed to be Latveria, and he was actually Victor Von Doom. And so when... and that all of this was arranged by He Who Remains before, but now Loki's in control, and I think that Loki is in control of the multiverse before Tony Stark actually dies in canon. So when Tony dies, Loki letting the multiverse grow and run free, now there's another Doctor Doom who is ready to come claim the multiverse. And it just happens to be that he looks like Tony Stark. So it's not that Tony Stark is a variant. It's not that Victor Von Doom is a variant of Tony Stark. It's that Tony Stark is a variant of Victor Von Doom, which I think would be a very interesting twist on it. I'm trying not to like marry myself to that theory, though, because it probably isn't that. But I like that theory a lot. Colton Ogburn did a couple of videos on it, one on his channel and one on Screen Crush, if anyone's interested in checking those out. We'll put them in the description or something because they're really fascinating. Because there's a moment in Endgame where Tony is with his dad when they're back in the 70s at the base in New Jersey. And Tony asks how far along Howard's wife is. And Howard, like, can't answer the question. But, like, Tony's thinking to himself, because Tony's birth date in the MCU, technically, is May 29th. And they're there on July 4th or April 7th. One of the two. Depends on how you write the date down. Because it's either 04, 07, 1970, I think is what they say, where they go to. But to make the time travel thing work, he might have had to write it the way that like the rest of the world writes their dates, which is day first, then month, then year.
Yep.
And if that's the case, they're in New Jersey at that base on July 4th. So Tony should have already been born, but Howard is saying his wife's still pregnant, which is confusing to Tony. And there's a look on how Robert Downey Jr.'s face when Howard says that just sparked this theory, I think. It's a really fascinating theory, and I'll put the links in the description because I think everybody should check it out.
I'm a little... interest is peaked. That seems pretty dope, Adelia.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
But the rest of this Doomsday trailer, I mean, let's just talk about it real quick. We had
Chris Evans.
We had Shang-Chi fighting Gambit in the X-Mansion, just like Mystique transforms into Yelena and then fights Yelena. So it's Yelena versus Yelena. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Cassie, played by Catherine Newton, Scott's daughter, is in the film. This is the first time we've gotten confirmation that she's in the film.
Yep.
Thor gives some sort of a speech at some point. It's just really interesting. and I can't wait. Apparently, at the end of this, Thor is on a ship or something. He's not on a ship. He's fighting Doom. He leaps at Doom with Stormbreaker, but Doom blocks it. Then Thor says they'll need a miracle to defeat Doom. Then he hears, "Hey, pal." Thor says it's not possible, and then that's when Steve Rogers shows up and summons Mjolnir from Thor. He's long-haired and scraggly, even more so than in Infinity War. They haven't released the trailer online. Apparently, French saying, so this is a Born on the 4th of July prequel?
Yes.
Seems weird. No.
Yes,
No.
Tom Cruise is going to show up later.
No. Apparently Disney's going to probably run this before the Mandalorian and Grogu movie when that comes out in May. So we may have to wait until then to see this trailer.
Yeah.
Or a trailer. They may release a different trailer than the one they showed at CinemaCon. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this movie.
Very. All right, then speaking of that, Adelia, we got the Mandalorian and Grogu. We got more information on that movie. I believe the official final trailer came out. And
Yes.
Jon Favreau also came out and said he's also noted he's working on a film that's very different experience from the series, which so that's going to be really exciting. So Pedro Pascal's back. Mandalorian is back. Did they wait too long, Adelia? And has the Mandalorian lost momentum?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. 100%. It's been... Mandalorian was so good the first 2 seasons. The 3rd season was a letdown. And then now they're doing this movie at least 3 years after the 3rd season came out, I feel like. Maybe
so.
it's 2. But I think it's 3. I'm looking forward to this. We've got Ludwig Göransson scoring it. Favreau shot the main unit. Dave Filoni shot the second unit. There's alternate aspect ratio sequences for IMAX and other formats. But I just don't know if this movie is going to be any good. You know what I mean? I just feel like they've waited too long. I haven't been wowed by the trailers. I haven't watched the final trailer yet. I'm gonna go see it because it's Star Wars and I love Star Wars. But this will be interesting.
Yep. We got some Toy Story 5 information. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen came out and talked about their battle against the iPad. Animated movie called Hex.
The Lily Pad.
Animated movie called Hex, being voiced by Rashida Jones and playing her daughter Haley Steinfeld. So there's it's a Disney animation, not Pixar.
Yeah, there's still Disney animation. Like Disney animation did Frozen.
Yes.
Pixar does other stuff.
Coco, Cars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5.
Moana live action. I'm sorry, The Rock looks so dumb in that way.
Yeah. Let's not even talk about it. Let's move on to something bigger and more poppin' that everyone's been losing their mind over. It is the sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. Devil Wears Prada 2. It's back. Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci. They're all back and they're all excited with Simone and Ashley. Adelia, did you watch Devil Wears Prada 1? And if you did you love it? And are you excited for Devil Wears Prada 2?
I watched the first one, but it's been so long that I don't really remember much of it. It was good. I don't know that I needed a sequel to that, but sure.
Yeah. We saw clips of Miranda Priestley insulting someone, which, of course, and then, Anne Hathaway.
I did see in the marketing for this movie, they had Miranda Priestley talking to Anna Wintour.
Yes.
And that was very funny.
Yes. The inspiration with the real thing. Anne Hathaway had a video message for everybody, and that was pretty much it. It opens this Friday.
Yeah.
So, wait. So today.
Today.
It opens today. So go watch The Devil Wears Prada for everybody.